Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Vice Chancellor, Professor A.K. Buragohai, distinguished faculty, esteemed guests, and most importantly, the incoming freshers, the bright young minds of Royal Global University. It is an immense privilege and true honor for me to stand before you today and address you on this auspicious occasion of Deeksharambh Samaruh. My best wishes to the Gurus as well as the Shishyas on this Deeksharambh. I am here to share not just my perspective on the recent Operation Sindoor, but also reflections from my lifelong journey in the Indian Army, and particularly the indelible memories of indelible memories of 1971 Indo-Pak War, because I took part in that operation in 1971. Dear students, at the very outset, allow me to extend my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you for embarking on this transformative journey at this esteemed, prestigious Royal Global University. You have chosen an institution, an university, which in fact stands as the beacon of excellence in the Northeast, and I am sure very shortly it will be competing with the best universities across the nation. My heartfelt congratulations, and also wish you all the best for your unparalleled growth. As you begin this new era, the new chapter, this era is very crucial. You must remember, recognize this profound era, because you are not just students. You are the architects of proud new India, rising India, which is destined to become the Viksit Bharat by 2047, a vision which has been envisioned by our respected Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Therefore, your presence here is to make yourself responsible citizen of the country, so that you can contribute for the prosperity or for the betterment of the country and for the future of the country. Let me emphasize, I have seen your campus is wonderful. Guwahati, an organization like this, we never expected. You can see only from the roadside that Royal Global University signboard you can see, but I have never seen such a beautiful organization, beautiful complex that exists in a place like Guwahati. And I must emphasize that you are incredibly fortunate to be pursuing your education in an esteemed organization like this. With that preamble, let us now turn our attention to the recent critical Operation Sindoor. I am sure you all must be knowing about this operation, which took place in the month of May. And as good citizen, you also must have been following the events on the television and social media. Now, just to refresh your memory, I will show you a small video clip.
22 अप्रैल 2025 वो काला दिन जब चंद आतंकवादियों ने खुशियों भरे पहलगाम को खून की बारिश में भिगो दिया। गोलियों की आवाजों में बिखरते हुए सिंदूर की चीखें सुनाई दी रही।
On 22nd April, at least 26 people were killed and many injured after terrorists opened fire on tourists in Jammu and Kashmir.
The attack took place.
एक इंसान है, उसने उसको गोली मार दी।
पहलगाम हमले का एक नया वीडियो दिखाते हैं। कुछ तस्वीरें ऐसी हैं जो कि दहशत पैदा करती हैं।
The attack occurred in Pahalgam, a popular tourist destination.
26 people have been killed. उनकी कल्पना से भी बड़ी सजा मिलेगी।
ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की अदृश्य ताकत स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट लॉजिस्टिक्स यानी कि आधुनिक संभार था और इसका प्रत्यक्ष रूप अनगिनत मिसाइलों का प्रचंड प्रहार था। यह ललकार थी भारतीय सेना के शक्तिबोध को और इसी ललकार का प्रतिकार था ऑपरेशन सिंदूर। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर एक ऐसा अचूक प्रहार था जिसमें शामिल संपूर्ण देश के प्रतिशोध का विचार था।
Our response to his attacks on our post was very, very violent, and strikes on the air bases were very precise again and very accurate. And as you know, just about 24 hours after that, they begged for the cessation of hostilities.
Operation ADFA classification alpha, state of readiness high, running state alpha, weapon free. Detachment, target, southeast, speed, loco, engage.
जहां एक और दीवार बनकर खड़ी एयर डिफेंस की शक्तिशाली ढाल थी, वहीं दूसरी ओर ये जीत नारी शक्ति की भी मिसाल थी। और इन सब के साथ चलती हुई हर सैनिक के बुलंद हौसलों की चाल थी। दुश्मन का दिल दहलाने धड़धड़ाते टैंकों की धड़क थी, वहीं दूसरी ओर आर्टिलरी की तोपों की तैयारी सबसे पुख्ता कड़क थी। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में जहां एक ओर सीनियर कमांडर्स का तजुर्बा था, वहीं दूसरी ओर ये सरहद पर डटे हर सैनिक का जज्बा था। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर यंग ऑफिसर्स के नेतृत्व की अग्नि परीक्षा भी थी और सरदार साहिबानों के अनुभव का ऐलान। ये सिर्फ भारत की सेना की ही नहीं, देश की हर बहू बेटी के सिंदूर की भी जीत है और भारत के हर बड़े बूढ़े और बच्चे का सम्मान भी। लेकिन अभी के लिए यह आक्रमण बस पर्याप्त है, समाप्त नहीं। तैयारी अभी भी जारी है और अब की तैयारी पहले से ज्यादा भारी है। हौसलों के साथ साथ अब ड्रोन्स का सैलाब होगा। हर एक नापाक मिसाइल के बदले भारत के ब्रह्मास्त्र का जवाब होगा। हर टैंक का लक्ष्य सिर्फ तेरा विध्वंस होगा। अब की युद्ध ऐसा होगा कि तेरा बचा न कोई अंश होगा। आधुनिक तकनीकों का ऐसा मायाजाल बनकर आएगा, हर मिसाइल का हमला तुझ पर तेरा काल बनकर आएगा। हर सैनिक तेरी मौत बनेगा और तुझे सिंदूर के माने समझाएगा। क्या धर्म है भारत की सेना का, ये भारत का हर फौजी तुझको बतलाएगा। और इसके लिए तैयारी अभी भी जारी है और अब की तैयारी पहले से ज्यादा भारी है। कान खोलकर सुन ले दुश्मन, कितनी भी आतंकी चालें चल ले, ये भारत की सेना है जिसके हौसले कभी नहीं हारेंगे। तू करके देख दोबारा जरूरत, हम फिर से घर में घुस के मारेंगे, और अब की पहले से ज्यादा अंदर घुस के पहले से ज्यादा मारेंगे।
Operation Sindoor was not a war. Don't compare it with past wars. It was only a demonstration of high technology and our India's power, our military power. It was actually an operation which was a resolute response to the brutal terrorist attack which took place in Pahalgam. We wanted to show you and take a revenge on that. And the operation demonstrated India's serious commitment to ensure justice for the victims of Pahalgam tragedy. Once it was clear that the terrorist group, that is the TRF is they claimed responsibility, they have carried out that Pahalgam attack. So, but it is a proxy of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, which is based in Pakistan. They just given a name called TRF and said that we are TRF, a new group, we are attacking India, but not that. They are actually the Lashkar-e-Taiba group. They are based in Pakistan, but they have been supported by the Pakistan army. So once we came to know all this, then we carried out this Operation Sindoor, basically targeted strikes against the terrorist camps and hideouts in Pakistan. And there are two places, one in Muzaffarabad, that's in POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and Bahawalpur, that's a Punjab province of Pakistan. We have attacked 11 terrorist camps and destroyed them. So these are the camps shown. If you see that Murid K, that was the headquarters of Lashkar-e-Taiba, a proscribed terrorist group. And down below is Bahawalpur, that was the headquarters of Jaish-e-Mohammed. You must have seen in the TV also, the buildings were totally destroyed. And all these things took place and was completed within mere 23 minutes. India took just 23 minutes and these camps were destroyed. And next day, India declared or openly announced in the public that we have not gone against the people of Pakistan, we have not gone against the military establishment of Pakistan, but this operation was totally against the militants, the terrorist group which are located in Pakistan. But on 8 May, Pakistan retaliated, launching offensive against India. Our attack on 7th was not against Pakistan army or not against Pakistan. It was against the terrorist group which are located there, and we have the right to chase them out because they came and attacked us and we wanted to take revenge. So we have gone and taken revenge. We have informed them also that we are not against Pakistan and Pakistani people. But Pakistan retaliated, they counterattacked on 8 with hundreds of swarm drones, you must have seen in the TV also, and missiles. They attacked our border areas, particularly northern and the western borders, and Also, they use artillery. With the help of artillery, they fired the border villages. They killed a lot of civilians, particularly in the Poonch and Rajouri area. Anyway, we also retaliated, but though they have sent hundreds of drones and missiles, all their missiles and drones were destroyed by our air defense system. We have an air defense called the IACCS. IACCS stands for Integrated Air Command and Control System. This has been developed by Bharat Electronics Limited. And I'll show you some slides of the drones and the missiles which have been destroyed by us. So this is actually the Fateh-1 missile. This Pakistan claims this is one of the fastest missiles that they have. And they say that no air defense system can intercept this. But this was fired from Pakistan, probably aimed towards Delhi, but it was shot down by our air defense system in a place called Sirsa in Haryana, about 200 kilometers far away from Delhi. Therefore, there are hundreds of drones and missiles failed. They could not penetrate. They could not penetrate, and they could not destroy any of our infrastructure in our country. Whereas on 9th, again we retaliated. Okay, this time since they have launched their offensive, we also attacked them on 9th with our missiles. Next. Our Indian Air Force carried out we attacked 11 Pakistani air bases and their associated radars. The red ones are the air bases and the blue ones are radar sites. Their radars were totally destroyed. Their air bases, these are deep inside Pakistan. Pakistan never thought that India can go that far. In fact, we never been that far inside Pakistan. And they were all destroyed. These are the satellite images before and after you can see. And what is the bases, particularly the Noor Khan base, Rahim Yar Khan base, Sukkur base and Sarguda base. These air bases, they think that these are having nuclear stockpiles, and we knew exactly that where they are keeping their nuclear weapons. And leading to concern about potential hits, they thought that Indian attack, I think may have hit their infrastructure or nuclear facilities, and leading to concern about nuclear facilities and possible radiation leak. They thought that there is some radiation leak, and that is the reason why the Pakistanis got jittery, Pakistani leadership got jittery, and they were begging for international intervention, particularly the United States of America should come forward and help to broker a ceasefire. That was the thing. And in fact, we do not know whether actually there is a radiation leak or not, but immediately after India attacked, there was a special aircraft, that is US Department of Energy. They sent a B-350 AMS aircraft. That is a special aircraft used for nuclear emergency. They come and they came and secretly flew over the Pakistan airspace, and they wanted to see if there is any radiation leak. Whether they found it or not is not known to us. In addition, this on 11th of May, one Egyptian Air Force aircraft came loaded with boron-10. Boron-10 is a chemical material which is found in the Nile River of Egypt, and this element is required for absorbing radiation. This also happened on 11th of May. Therefore, we are not very sure whether their nuclear facilities are safe or they need extensive repair. But we have shown the world that we can hit them at deep inside Pakistan. No, this was very clear, and Pakistan also is clear. Before the operation, they were talking of atom bomb. We'll throw atom bomb, as if they are carrying the atom bomb in their pocket and they'll take out and throw it. But no. After the Operation Sindoor, have you heard anybody talking of atom bomb? Pakistan leaders, none. Nobody is talking of atom bomb. Okay. So anyway, India has achieved its aim because our aim was not to fight Pakistan. We are a matured nation. We don't want to fight like the Russians and Ukrainians. We don't fight like Iran and Israel. We are focused. We want development. We want to progress in life. We don't want to fight and waste our energy. So we didn't want to. But we wanted to take revenge, and we have taken revenge. So that is clear. So, and therefore, when they requested, we said, okay, fine. We'll pause, but we will not stop. Op Sindoor is not stopped. It is paused. If you attack again, we'll restart our operation. So that is the message which was given to Pakistan. Now, from this there are various lessons, strategic restraints. We will definitely take revenge on the terrorists, but certainly we are not interested in going to have a big operation or full-fledged war against the Pakistanis. Calibrated military response is possible for us because our weapons are so accurate. If I say, like, for example, our BrahMos missile, if I fire from 400 kilometers away, my probable error is only 1 meter. If I want to drop it here, maximum it can go up to one meter away, not beyond that. Therefore, our weapons are precise. We can precisely attack. Therefore, if I am aiming it for the terrorists, it will not hit any civilian organizations or in the civil areas, or destroy any civilians. Then coming to technical superiority that has been shown to Pakistan, and Pakistan also knows now that in case there is a problem or if there is a war in the future, if we want, we can really destroy our western neighbor. Pakistan nuclear bluff. I already told you, they were bluffing all the time that you do something, we'll throw a nuclear bomb at your place. So it never happened. Our fighter aircrafts were circling around in their capital, but nothing happened. They were only begging for the nuclear weapon, nuclear bomb was missing. In fact, they were only asking for a ceasefire. That was the situation. Atmanirbhar Bharat, it was very clear. Our system, all our systems, all our weapons, our equipment, 80% of them are indigenous. BrahMos missile, Akash missile, our intelligence acquisition, satellite, everything was made in India. Therefore, we are really progressing on the Atmanirbhar Bharat, and this will pay us in the long run very, very beautifully. Then the security doctrine. In fact, our new security doctrine has been announced. This will be like this. There are 3 features. One is the response to terrorist attack on own terms. We will take revenge. We will retaliate at our own terms. Secondly, the nuclear, we will not be browbeaten by Pakistan with the nuclear blackmail. They cannot say that we will throw an atom bomb to you, so therefore you can't do that. Thirdly, no differentiation of perpetrators and mastermind. If the perpetrator is in Pahalgam and his mastermind is sitting in Bahawalpur, we don't care, we'll hit you there in Bahawalpur also. That is the message which was given by India. This is our new doctrine, security. Okay. Then our Indian satellites really worked very hard. Indian satellites gave us real-time intelligence, secure communication, and precision navigation. And this was really provided by our satellites. contribution of key organizations. There are now n number of organizations who really contributed. DRDO, ISRO, Bharat Electrical Limited, defense public sector organizations, private companies, and these are the companies nowadays. They are producing defense equipment, and India is going to be largest defense equipment in the years to come. Probably will be one of the largest exporters of defense equipment. We need lot of engineers, lot of talents. Youngsters, please remember, you can, if you don't want to join armed forces, you can join them and serve the country this way, right? And lastly, it is not there though, artificial intelligence was extensively used in this operation, in our equipment, in our weapon system, everywhere. Artificial intelligence is coming in a big way. Okay. Gentlemen, I have spoken enough about Kargil war. It was 4-day war. It is enough. And my time is also short. So I'll switch over to the next, the Indo-Pak War of 71. This is a full-fledged war of 1971. After that, there is one war that is called Kargil war. Kargil war is also not full-fledged war. It was a localized war. It was in Kargil only. It is not entire India, Pakistan. It was a local and Kargil, one place. But full-fledged war was 65 and 71. Okay. I'll give a little background to this, why this war took place. Most of you were not born that time. So what happened, there were two wings of Pakistan. One is the present Pakistan is called West Pakistan. Bangladesh, present Bangladesh is called East Pakistan. These are the two wings of Pakistan after the independence. But there are a lot of problems with these two. West Pakistan means dominated by the Punjabis, and East Pakistan means Bengalis. And they always look down upon Bengalis. Punjabis looked upon the West Pakistan. They were marginally, politically, economically marginalized. Bangladesh or East Pakistan was totally dominated by the West Pakistanis. But in 1970, there was general election in Pakistan. In the general election, the Awami League of East Pakistan, led by Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, he was the leader, and in the election, Awami League won, hands down, and he should have been made the Prime Minister of Pakistan. But that time there was a martial law, and President of Pakistan was General Yahya Khan, army rule. So General Yahya Khan did not want a Bengali to become the Prime Minister of Pakistan. So he refused. And this refusal was not taken lightly by the Bengalis. So Bengalis, they agitated. The agitation, they said that we will declare independence. The Bangladesh liberation movement started. But the army, Pakistan army, they said nothing like that, and we will sort it out properly. So they started an operation called Operation Searchlight. And in that, lakhs and lakhs of Bengalis, students, teachers, agitators, women, all killed. And as a result, there was the refugee crisis. And that refugee crisis, lakhs of refugees came to India. They wanted to stay in India and avoid the violence in East Pakistan. And three states which are affected are Assam, West Bengal, and Tripura. But this was a very heavy load, and it was a burden on Indian economy or Indian resources and Indian security. But India had to intervene because we tried our best for diplomatic solution, but nothing came out. Therefore, India decided, that time our Prime Minister was Madam Indira Gandhi. And we decided that we'll help the Bengalis, East Pakistan people. Actually, the war started declared officially on 3rd December 71. But before that only, among the refugees, all young people, they all got together and they started a revolutionary group called Mukti Bahini, and Indian army helped them. And along with the Mukti Bahini, the Indian army moved into East Pakistan and overwhelmed the Pakistan army. The Indian Navy in the sea blockaded the route and stopped the reinforcement of West Pakistan, reinforcement coming from West Pakistan to East Pakistan. And Indian Air Force in the air, they destroyed all the aircrafts in East Pakistan. So therefore there was complete air superiority. And the army located in East Pakistan had no option but to surrender to India. And 93,000, it's a record kind of thing, 93,000 Pakistani soldiers laid down their arms and surrendered to Indian army on 16 December 71 in Dhaka. So, we'll show a video on this. Surrender ceremony.
A red letter day in the history of India, when Indian forces brought the Pakistani army to its knees. Pakistan's armed forces laid down arms at a surrender ceremony in Dhaka before the joint command of the Indian Armed Forces and Mukti Bahini, Bangladesh's guerrilla resistance forces. Who can forget this iconic photograph? You can see the chief of the Pakistani forces, General Amir Abdullah Khan Niazi, signing the agreement with Lieutenant General Jagjit Singh Arora, the General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of the Eastern Command during the Indo-Pak War of 1971. The agreement led to the entity called East Pakistan coming to an end and the birth of a new nation, Bangladesh.
Okay. This was a very small clip, and those days actually photography was also not modern, no colored photograph, no videos. In fact, when I went to war, I was carrying a small camera called Yasika 635, and we have to buy the films. You know, the film roll contains only 12 copies. So if you waste, you can't buy the second copy, you can't go back to India and buy. So we could not take too many photographs. Anyway, I want to talk about this. I was a young captain brimming with raw excitement of impending war. We were so excited, we'll go to Pakistan. We were just thinking, let the war start, we were hoping. And when the war was declared, we were already on the border. We were deployed 2 months before the war. In the month of October, we came from Palampur in Himachal Pradesh. From there, we went to the border and deployed opposite place called opposite Sakargarh town. Sakargarh is the industrial town of Pakistan. So opposite that across the border. So we were deployed there. We were waiting for the war to start. And when the war started, we were hoping that they will come and attack, but they did not attack. So our brigade got the order that you can now move into Pakistan. So that was on 9th of December. So in the evening, we all got ready. We started moving inside advance on foot. And our advance was supported by artillery, heavily firing at the enemy. And our artificial guns, because in the border they have got a outpost, you know. So our artificial guns, they fired at the outpost. And we had free run and we went inside. We marched the whole night. And by first light in the morning, next morning, we were a place called 4 Mile of Ikhlaspur Sakargarh Road. That was the place. And during daytime, army cannot move because it is dangerous. We cannot move during day. We can be attacked by the air. We can be attacked by artillery. So therefore, we received the order to dig down. Dig down means we carry small gainty belchers. You know gainty belchers? Digging implement, personally, we carry them. We started digging and waiting for any enemy attack. Rightly so, around 9:30 in the morning, 3 Pakistani Sabre jets, they flew over us, and we, as per teaching, we all we became statues. Because if you move, they can come back, because they are flying in a very high speed. So when aircraft flies, if you don't move, they can't see you. If you move, they can see you. So this is the teaching. So we thought they have gone past, we thought they have missed us. We were very happy. But suddenly we found they all returned, three aircraft. And they came down, they swooped down and stepped on our position. But luckily, our trenches were ready. And we all jumped into our trenches, we were hiding ourselves. But it is a very, I can't explain in words how the feeling is. Your heart really sinks when the aircraft, they swoop, they come down and they fire the bullets. Bullets are also very big. The empty cases are, you can see, very big bullets. And the sound of the aircraft and the sound of the guns is so much that you just don't know what to do. We really think that they are falling onto us. We think that they will crash now. So that is one coming, the another coming, the third one coming, and it is going again, something like this. So that was a real bad experience for us. So anyway, then what happens, luckily, and we were all ready, and our trenches were ready. They could not hit anybody. But our vehicles were parked on the road. Vehicles were parked on the road under eucalyptus tree. And they fired a rocket in one of our vehicles which was carrying ammunition. And immediately the vehicle caught fire. When the vehicle caught fire, and that was the ammunition vehicle, and 2 boys were sitting there, 2 Jawans, both instantly dead. And after some time, when the aircrafts had gone away, then we all rushed to the vehicles so they will try and put off the fire. And we'll try and salvage some ammunition also. But as soon as we reached that vehicle, we found that the mortar bombs and our other explosives, they started busting. And splinters flew all over, and black smoke enveloped the whole area. And that was a very difficult situation. We all jumped out of the place and jumped for safety. And in fact, I dove into a trench nearby, and I found two Jawans were already huddled inside. So I had no place to go. I fell on top of them and hoping that the explosion will cease. But after some time, probably maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, the explosion stopped. And that was one incident I can never forget in my life. This was the first incident of war in my life. And that was not a very pleasant one though. Okay. Now, the second incident I want to tell you is very sad though, but we have achieved our aim. We captured a village. My battalion captured a village called Chatrana, because our objective was the Sakkargarh town, and Chatrana was adjacent to Sakkargarh, and our battalion was tasked. So I'll tell you about this narrative in brief. Early morning on 13th December, we reached a village called Bhatti. After capturing many villages here and there, we reached a village called Bhatti, which was outskirts of Sakkargarh town. So we are in the village, and by about 2 o'clock, our brigade commander came with the brigade O group, order group. It came and said, okay, come on, boys, I'll tell you about the operation, how to capture Sakkargarh. So he started laying down the plan. He said that the operation will take place, it will be a divisional attack. Divisional attack means 2 brigades will attack. One brigade will have about 4,000 people, 4,000 soldiers. So one brigade will attack, 115 infantry brigade will attack from the south. One brigade, 85 brigade will attack, 87 brigade will attack from the east. And 87 brigade is our brigade, and we are part of 87 brigade. Now, the operation will start at HR was 7 o'clock in the evening on 13th, 7 o'clock. And 7 o'clock HR start, and our battalion was supposed to go to a forming up place also. So anyway, we had enough time, and in the 87 Brigade operation will also take place in 2 phases. First phase, 39 Gorkha Rifles, my battalion, will attack Chatrana at 7 o'clock, will launch the operation, and after capturing Chatrana, the second phase of operation, the Rajputna Rifle, they will attack and capture the eastern part of Sakarga. This was the plan. And 9 Mahar battalion was supposed to be reserved. In case anybody fails, they will come and reinforce us. So that was the plan. So I was in fact a young officer, and I was the intelligence officer of the battalion. That was my appointment. Intelligence officer, as an intelligence officer, my responsibility was to mark the FUP. You know, when we have got 1,000 people, but we don't go and attack just like that. You know, we have to form into assault formation. We have to attack in waves. So for that, we have to go into a FUP. FUP means forming a place. Before that, marking of FUP is also done with a white tape and small battery-operated lights. We mark that area, and we move the companies, one company this side, one company this side, that kind of thing. So here, this is a critical area actually. Battalion gets into assault position, deploy its companies in structured manner. One company this side, one company this side, the rest 2 companies behind, like then we go and attack like this. So this is the system, and this was done by us, my intelligence section. Along with me, I have got about 10 boys with me, so we marked it in time, and 7 o'clock, the commanding officer gave order, okay, then start your operation. He gave signal on the radio set. That was the start point. But after about 15 minutes of start, Pakistan came to know. It was pitch dark night actually. And they came to know. They started all their automatics laid onto us. They fired from left, right, all. And their artillery rained onto us. And our artillery also fired on them to bring down so that their heads are down, so that they cannot aim and fire. So this was going on. And visibility was obscured by lot of smoke, lot of dust. The enemy also used pyrotechnics to illuminate the battlefield, turning the night into strange twilight. You know, the pyrotechnics are, if they fire a bomb and they with the parachute, the bomb comes down slowly and slowly, the entire area becomes bright. But then you can't, visibility is very limited because of the bombs falling, their dust and smoke is very difficult. So anyway, so despite relentless enemy fire, the men pressed through the minefield. Some of us may have fallen because down below is the minefield also. So some may have fallen. But in that situation, there is no time to grieve for fallen comrades. We can't wait for anybody. We just carry on. And our men with dogged determination advance relentlessly to reach to their objective. That was one. So after the 2 companies, another responsibility that I was given was as an IO, intelligence officer, I was to lead the battalion commander's party. Battalion commander's party comprises of approximately 20 people. Because he has got the battery commander of the artillery and radio operators, etc., etc., about 20 people. So this party goes in one line. So I was the IO, so I had to guide them. So I was in the front. I was in the front, and with the compass in my hand, maintaining the direction, I was moving. As soon as we reached the forward edge of the minefield, you know, minefield, when you reach the forward edge, they lay barbed wire. We also lay, Pakistan also lay the barbed wire. The moment you hit the barbed wire, you know that minefield has started. Beyond this is danger. But luckily for us, I'll tell you, at that time we didn't know, the anti-personnel mines were less, anti-tank mines were more. Therefore, our casualty in the minefield was less. So as soon as we reached that, the commanding officer said, stop, look for the white tape. You know, we have got a drill. The leading companies, they are supposed to leave a white tape. They leave a white tape, and the following people, they come and go along the white tape in the minefield. But we were looking for it, we couldn't find. When we could not find, we told this commanding officer that, sir, we cannot locate the white tape. commanding officer says, okay, don't worry, we have to move now. He instructed his Sahayak. Sahayak means we all have, officers have a Sahayak, a buddy, his helper. So he told his helper Ram Bahadur that, Ram Bahadur, you go ahead of Brigadier, that time Captain Pait. Pait sabse aage chala jao. That kind of thing. So Ram Bahadur probably, he realized that it's dangerous to walk in the front in a minefield, because one misstep in the minefield can blow up the entire, that is the danger. So probably he realized that that's why his response was very slow. But at that time, I was thinking, I could not make out why CO said like that, commanding officer. Probably commanding officer must have thought that it is better that than an officer who is guiding the commanding officer's party, before he becomes a casualty, somebody can be a casualty in the minefield. So he didn't want an officer to be the first casualty in the minefield. Probably that's the reason why he said, Ram Bahadur, you go ahead of Captain Pai. So anyway, but something flashed in my mind, that teaching in our safety, honor and welfare of your country comes first. In our training we are told that country first. Then honor, welfare and comfort of your man you command comes next. Your own comfort and safety comes last, always and every time. See, I as an officer, how can I say the Jawan, go ahead of me. If the minefield bursts, you die, I will be safe. No. So spontaneously I told Ram Bahadur, you fall in behind me. So he came. The commanding officer was listening. He was watching at me, but he said nothing. He did not object. Then after that, we started moving inside the minefield. So after about 15 minutes, when we walked through the minefield, we found suddenly there was a MMG medium machine gun open up from the left flank. The commanding officer ordered us, you take cover. Moment when he said take cover, we all plunged into the ground. We plunged into the ground, and the bullets were tracer bullets. The tracer bullet means you can see the bullets. The bullets have fire at the bottom. And it goes, you can see them. It's flying up on top of that. We were all just lying on the ground. It was going ahead of us, some falling short. You can make out the sounds, the top, that kind of sign it makes. Some were going past, and it was all flying over. We were just waiting for the fire to stop. After some time, the fire stopped, and the commanding officer said, okay, now let's get up and move. Let's move ahead. Everybody got up, except Nayak Ram Bahadur, who was just few feet behind me. We thought he must have gone to sleep. So I shook his body. I said, you get up, Ram Bahadur. But there is no movement from him. So I thought he must have gone to sleep. So I put my left palm under his face, and suddenly my hand was totally soaked in blood. Then I checked his helmet. There was a hole here. He got a direct hit on the center of the helmet, and he died there. And we just picked up his rifle, and with heavy hearts we moved ahead. We had to leave him there only. After this, our leading columns approaching the position, that enemy position, when they reach the enemy position, we normally go in this position, no? When you about to reach the enemy FDL, for a defended locality, what they do is our Gurkhas actually, Gurkhas are very brave fighters, and they take out a khukri. They have got more confidence on the khukri than the rifle, and they charged onto the enemy position and shouting their war cry. Gurkhas say, Ayo Gurkhali, now, Dhaba, that kind of thing, and charge onto this thing. And in the process, the hand-to-hand fight carried on in that place, and there was utter confusion for about some time. We don't know what is the situation, nobody knows. But by about 9:30 or so, 9:30, we came to know that there is no enemy left in Satrana village. And either they were killed or they ran away from there. But we captured one Pakistani major and 3 soldiers there in the village only. later part of the night, Pakistanis tried to recapture the village. They launched number of counterattacks throughout the night, but they could not breach our defenses. And we captured that village. We have given the signal to the brigade commander, informed that we are in the village now. You can launch your operation. But due to certain tactical reasons, that time we didn't know. At a higher level, probably division level or brigade level, they decided to postpone the operation thereafter. Second phase of operation was not launched. Even the brigade which was coming from south, they also could not progress. So that was the reason they said, okay, we will postpone this for 2 days. Our operation will be restarted on 17th of December. So that's the end of our operation there. And but the operation which was going on in the eastern part of Pakistan, in East Pakistan, the Pakistanis surrendered on 16 December, and ceasefire was effective from 8 p.m. 17th of December. Therefore, there was no more war between us in the West Pakistan also. But we have achieved the aim. My battalion has achieved them. It's very sorry to say that the cost was very, very heavy in casualty. In just 2-3 hours of intense fighting, 2 junior commissions officers and 31 Jawans died there. They laid down their lives. Say again? Okay. So, losing so many soldiers, it's very sad. Not only dead, there were about 2 officers, 3 junior commissions and 46 Jawans. They were very severely injured. Anyway, we took solace in the fact that our operation was very successful, and we got the prestigious battalion's performance was very good. So we were given that prestigious award of the Theatre Honor of Punjab 1971, and we got some individual bravery awards also. My days in the army, I do not want to say much because time is short. I only want to say those who are physically fit. We got lot of facilities in the army, lot of facilities, and you can, what can I say? Because those who are physically and mentally fit, and those who have the patriotic zeal, and those who crave for adventure, and those who want to face stress and spur of life and difficulties, I want them to try for joining armed forces. I also request the parents, they must encourage their children to join this noble profession. And there are, I have got a slide of the Kargil heroes. This is actually, this is available in the internet also. I will not like to spend time. And I met some NCC boys and girls here. And SST, no, if you go down below, no, 7, 8. NCC, through NCC also you can get commission in the army. Because NCC, the CDS, I think the written test is exempted for NCC C certificate holders. Anybody who gets B grade in C certificate, they can try for NCC. He has to be physically fit and mentally tough. So that is what it is. And can you show the war heroes, Kargil war heroes? These are the war heroes. They are not with us anymore, but we can never forget them. Our kangaroos, Captain Kangaroos from Mahavir Chakra, from Nagaland. Nongrum, Captain Nongrum from Meghalaya, Mahavir Chakra. Our own Jitu Gogoi, Veer Chakra from Assam. Can you forget them? They are heroes forever. Okay. Now, before I finish, I would like to few video clips. Just start that. Okay.
I'm a doctor, but my stethoscope comes with a parachute. I'll do anything to save a life. Jumping helicopters, climbing mountains, dangling midair. Anything. Do I get scared? Not easily. But my biggest fear is not getting there in time. Flying through the sky, protecting the ones who protect you. Guess that makes me a superhero. Just saying.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
These days, it's important to have an updated resume. Here's mine. Praful Kumar, Major Praful Kumar, Para Special Forces. 3 years served in a hostile zone. Tough assignment. Special service in J&K. Made some friends there. Combat freefall specialist. Willing to shed blood. As you can see, I wear my heart on my sleeve and my resume on my uniform. Which other company lets you do that?
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
I really like cars. So just 2 weeks into the job, they gave me a company car. A big company car. It's got 14 wheels and quite the ground clearance. It can go pretty much anywhere. But it's not the easiest thing to park. The acceleration is decent. The handling is shaky. The engine noise is deafening. AC? Well, you can't have everything. But you know what? I love the gun.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
Right from childhood I knew I was a born leader. And my first job made me realize just how much. It taught me lessons you can't learn at other jobs. Man management, time management, crisis management, you name it. I was leading a team right from my first day. And the number of years I put in had nothing to do with the great amount of experience I took home. And the best part is that my first job made my second career possible.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
When I was little, I liked to climb trees. And when I grew up, everyone wanted me to climb the corporate ladder. Sitting in a chair and climbing invisible ladders, not my style. I'm passionate about technology and climbing mountains. And this is the only job that lets me do both. It's lonely at the top, but the view, it's incredible.
We are India's most exciting workplace, and we are making you an offer. The Indian Army. Live a life less ordinary.
This is a passing out parade. Once, see on the right side, that gentleman is commissioned and his parents are peeping him. On the left side, they have excited all youngsters when they become commissioned officers. Down below on the left is the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. On the right, the boys are passing out. Next. That's all. I have finished. I'm sure there is no question from you. If there is any, I can answer. But otherwise, from my side, thank you very much for patient hearing.